everyone, and welcome to a new virtual pet video. And I have mail! Yay! So first of all, obviously Palmon and Mimi, and this is the Digimon Adventure keychain. But back in the day I used to get all of every keychain that was released, but now I just get ones that I particularly like, and I'm only going to get Mimi and Palmon just because, look, they're happy. I love Palmon, I love Mimi, they're precious. So yeah, that's that. I also got the track for Unidentified Airship, Be the Winners, and Extreme Fight. In fact, it actually says that here. So that's exciting. I've kind of forgot that this was coming out, especially so soon. But it's nice to have the songs that are constantly in my head, and I can listen to them. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, it says it's got the opening, Unidentified Airship, and the insert song, Be the Winners, and Extreme Fight. So that's pretty exciting. It also has off-vocal versions of those songs, so karaoke versions, so that's pretty cool. Big fan of the music in that, and yeah, just thought I'd show that off because that's exciting. Most importantly, and this is very exciting, I have a Tamagotchi Ocean Purple that I'm going to be actually starting up now. So nice container, nice packaging. It's obviously not new, but that's fine. I don't really mind much, considering most of the time I don't really keep things in their packaging. I usually have them in their in a nice little box, so they're all safe there. So yeah, purple's a nice colour. And if you're ever wondering what the donations and the Patreon go towards, it's basically either equipment for recording, or subscriptions, or things for me to actually cover in these videos. So this is the Patreon money at work. So little Tamagotchi Ocean. I really want to review this. It's really apparently quite hard, but I like it, and I've been enjoying the Mothra. So let's start this up. I'm going to be very I'm not sure if I don't think it has batteries in it. It definitely has a tab in there, so I'm not 100%. So let's take this very, very carefully out so it doesn't break, and give it a closer look. So it's purple. I like purple. There's no batteries there, but there is a tab, and yeah, I'm just going to make sure that I don't strip the batteries when I do this. So let's go. I think this screwdriver is too big. Yep, the screwdriver's too big. I might actually replace these screws because I have a bad track record with the vintage screws, and I'm not sure if these have been replaced. This is a really nice screwdriver kit, by the way. It is all magnetic. There's got the screwdriver part there, and it's got lots of different sizes for the screwdriver. And I might go with the flathead screwdriver because Humulus has made me see the light in terms of using that. So these screws are really small. And there we go. Just give it a bit of a turn. But yeah, I'm not sure if the seller has replaced these. So I'm not sure if I need to replace them because all of the vintage Tamas, their original screws are really soft and they strip really, really, really easily. So that's why whenever you see me get a Japan You Want order, you'll always often, and I'm being very, very careful with this because just in case, and I think it is a soft one because I keep on losing the grip just a little bit. But yeah, you'll notice that whenever I get a Japan You Want order, I get the screws, and that's because of the fact that the original screws, and I think this is an original screw, just the way it's, yeah, just a little bit sensitive, a little bit harder to get, so I might actually replace that. But yeah, so I have my my screws that I get from Japan You Want because it's always worth buying them, especially if I'm making an order. They're only a couple of dollars, but they're very much worth it because the yeah, it just saves a lot of time, especially because they strip so easily. I would always recommend buying new screws, and I believe places like Japan You Want actually offer a screw swap service for their old vintage Tamas, so I think they basically all come with their original screws. So yeah, it's just a suggestion when you're buying vintage Tamas to try to get your hands on some new screws, and Japan You Want actually offer the service to swap them, or they sell the screws themselves. So hopefully this works. And it turns on straight away, so it's definitely one above the other Tamagotchi Ocean. So I'm replacing the screws, and I'm still and see it screws so much easier. I'm not slipping around as much. It has a perfect grip. Yeah, so my number one suggestion when you're getting old Tamas or old virtual pets or any old electronics is to try to get some new screws. The Japan You Want have the Digimon brick screws, but they also have Digimon pendulum screws. They also have vintage Tama screws, and they have the modern Tama screws. So yeah, always get screws is my main suggestion from that little tangent there, because you can go with the old ones. They're fine, but they're just I'm not sure how well you can see that, but they're just a little bit soft. You can see there's even a bit of a notch there. I'm not sure if that was there before. I think that might have been me, but it might have been there before, and that's just there. So they're just very soft, and it's not me being, you saw how careful I was, like, it's not me being a monster. They're just very soft, and this one's not, see even there's a bit of notch there, and then you look at the new ones and no notches at all, basically. Yeah, in good condition. So that is, yeah, my number one tip. If you do get a stripped screw, because they do happen, and as I said, even if you're really, really, really careful, I could tell that the seller that I bought this from had not screwed them all in entirely, and that is a very smart decision that I always do if I take my batteries out of something, because I test it first, is that don't do up the screws completely if there's no batteries in there, because one, you might strip them, and also there's no real point to putting them in entirely, because there's no batteries and they're tight enough that they're not going to fall out. So yeah, if you do happen to get a strip screw, because they do happen, even if you're really, 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 really careful, go to a watch fixing place, and this is what I did with my Mothra. And what they'll do is they will, do I still have the, yes, I might still actually have the screw, I think this one's it, around. And what they did is they dug into it. I think this is it. No, this is not it, but it is a bad well, this might be it. So what they did is, you can't really see, but they drilled into it with a very small little drill, and they made it so I could have a bit more of a grip. It's still not perfect, but it meant that I could actually put batteries in my Mothra. So the one I went to is Mr. Minute. I think they are worldwide, but any watchmaker would be able to do this. They actually didn't charge me for it, so that was pretty nice of them. It didn't really cost them anything, and now I get to tell my friends to come there and fix and get strip screw fixes. So a lot better than destroying any of the plastic. All they did was they drilled it, and only the screw was impacted by that. So yeah, there's a bit of advice. So let's start this up quickly. And now I have my Tamagotchi Ocean again starting up. And yeah, I can already tell that the quality of the pixels is a lot more intense than the broken one. I don't know what's wrong with it. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And a bit of advice about replacing screws when you get a new virtual pet. So yeah, I'll be hanging out with this Tamagotchi Ocean alongside my new favourite, the Mothra, who has done a poo. Oh, went past it. But yeah, I really like the vintage Tamas. especially the Mothra one. Oh, I just disciplined him by mistake. But the discipline chart is full, so yay. Anyway, so that's that. Hope I've given some good advice. Number one takeaway from the video is definitely replace screws when you get vintage Tamagotchis. So thanks for watching, and of course a super double extra thank you to all my Patreon supporters for basically funding the everything I cover. And if there's anything that you particularly want to see me cover, I suggest also becoming a Patreon, because you can suggest things, and also you can know that every dollar you put towards this show on the Patreon or on the Coffee account or via PayPal goes 100% back into the show, either in hardware or software or things for me to cover. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!